I had so much fun watching this movie. My first question is, was it as much fun to film this movie as it was to watch it?
Certainly, it was really,
Definitely.
yes, very joyful and a really wonderful group of people that were all there, obviously to do our job, but also just to be really kind and fun and warm with each other, and it felt very familial. And also we're in London, which is beautiful and a wonderful place to shoot. No shade to Atlanta or places we usually shoot, but it was a treat to go somewhere like that and have an adventure.
Yeah, well, this movie, it displays a very complex and sort of dysfunctional family. I feel like it is a great movie for families to watch, especially around the holidays right now. So, what do you hope families learn or take away from this movie when they're watching it?
I think that, because you meet all of these characters exhibiting such a high level of dysfunction, that's interesting. It's just entertaining. There's no other way to put it. When you are watching someone on screen make terrible decisions, you're like, no, what is he, what, why? And so it works. But the whole movie, there's no crazy plot line other than the dynamic of these interpersonal relationships, which for me is the most interesting thing about life. Like, why do people fight? Why can't we be vulnerable together? Why do we harbor secrets? How can we get along? And everyone in the family is sort of coming from a different perspective and place, and so they're all clashing. But this wedding that they're all sort of forced to attend brings out the absolute worst in them before it brings out the best.
That's definitely such an interesting way to put it because you see the worst and then you see the best, and you see these great comedic moments followed by really great heartfelt and vulnerable and dramatic moments. So, what is it like finding that intersection and that balance between comedy and drama in this movie?
I think that our director Claire Scanlon did a really nice job of making us feel like we all had a really deep understanding of the tone of the movie, and also the script was very clear. I think, especially when you're on the ground there and feeling the kind of ephemeral feeling of what the project actually feels like, the other people and the way that it looks and the way that it comes out of your mouth. I feel like it's a very instinctual thing of how far into the comedy zone and how far into the drama zone you can lean without sacrificing the other. And I think obviously this movie, favors the warm comedic feeling. And of course there are heartfelt and dramatic moments, but I think it was just very clear to all of us that we are in service of something really uplifting. And so, I would say a combination of the writing and Claire and just the other actors really understanding and connecting on the same wavelength.
Yeah, my last question is, we didn't get to hear you guys sing in this movie, but if you were, what is your go-to wedding song? What is the song you want to hear at the wedding to jam that to?
We've been trying to decide.
Yeah.
I mean,
tough.
I'm a big fan of any big anthemic song that's like a Freddie Mercury vibe. But really, I mean, I'd sing anything with Ben. In fact, I'd just sit there and listen to Ben sing. I don't even need to be involved.
We can do Ain't No Mountain High Enough, the duet version. That's very wedding friendly.
Okay.
Amazing.
Did my daughter Eloise come?
She left a note for you.
We can just read it ourselves. Okay, you're gonna do it.
Dear Mum, Alice and Paul, all I've ever wanted was to feel like a part of this family. I thought maybe my wedding would be a chance to reconnect.
No fighting!
But I see now that maybe we were never really connected. Wow, that's a real shame, isn't it?
Hi, sis.
Oh my God, have you seen this invitation? Are you going to the wedding?
Eloise is our half-sister, which means we can half-ass the relationship.
My rich sister chose to stay in London and shove fish and chips up her butt.
That's not how you eat them.
This is nice.
My company upgraded me.
Very cool, country mouse.
I figured that everyone in business class was going to be hot and mean like you. They got Paddington on this flight? Stink.
My sister's the worst.
Thank you for coming to England for my nuptials.
She's like Net-a-Porter, and I'm like Nordstrom Rack.
Alice, the wine is spilling.
You bet it is, Mom.
She sounds like a monster.
So lovely having you all here. Only 72 hours until the big I-2. Oh my God, Alice.
I'm fine. I think I just had some bad chicken.
Have any chicken.
It's wonderful being here with my children and all their friends.
You know, he's not my friend.
You know I support you. Excuse me, sir?
Yes.
He's my son.
What's happening?
And they do sex things. It's A-okay with me, and I'm proud.
I'm getting married and it's not gonna be okay! From this moment forward, you will behave like a normal family who is here to happily celebrate a loved one's wedding. Is that understood?
She's even prettier when she's angry.
Absolutely radiant.
Do you think this is funny?
I do. You know how at every wedding there are those people everyone talk about after?
Cousin Randy.
Ew.
We're those people this time.
Oh, savage, Mom.